Good morning. This is the podcast Ancient Rome Today. This episode focuses on one of the most famous films directed by Ridley Scott. Its name is Gladiator, an absolute cinematic masterpiece. However, it isn't always historically accurate, though it's clear that these deviations were necessary for the plot to demonstrate the director's intentions. So, today we discuss this film from a historical perspective and discover what's true and what's fictional. Let's start with the protagonist, Maximus Decimus Meridius, played by actor Russell Crowe. This is a fictional character, but he was inspired by some real men who lived in ancient Rome. One of these is Narcissus, a Roman wrestler who lived during the 2nd century AD. He's known for being first the trainer and then the assassin of Emperor Commodus. The other important character is Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the 5 good emperors of the 2nd century. In the film, the narrative tells us that his son strangled him. In reality, the emperor died of the Antonine Plague, which spread through the Roman Empire between 165 and 180 AD. A few years before the emperor's death, his son, Commodus, ruled Rome alongside him. In the film, Commodus appears to reign for only a few months, but in reality, he was in power from 180 to 192. In reality, he wasn't as bad as portrayed in the film. Moreover, Commodus had a different physical appearance than in the film. He had long hair, not the short one. As for the death of the Emperor Commodus, in the film, it takes place in the arena of the Colosseum. However, he was assassinated in the palace by his wrestling instructor Narcissus. On the evening of December 31st, in 192, the conspirators attempted to poison Commodus, but he vomited the food, and the poison had no effect. So Narcissus intervened. However, it was announced to the people that Commodus had died because of natural causes. Commodus was beloved by the people, so news of his assassination could have sparked a revolt. Another important figure in the film, Annia Aurelia Galeria Lucilla, is correctly identified as the daughter of Marcus Aurelius and the widow of Lucius Verus. However, during her brother's reign, she got married to Pompeianus. Furthermore, she did not live until Commodus's death. As in 182 AD, she was exiled to Capri and then executed by imperial order. The character of Lucilla also appears in the second film, Gladiator 2, the events of which take place at the beginning of the 3rd century AD. We will discuss this film in the next episode.